Principle 4. The board is responsible for strategic direction. Okay, and in the principle it says that they must see that risks are not necessarily negative. Okay, provided you've planned to react and respond and grow from risks, then they're actually a good thing. So what should the governing body do with regards to this strategic direction? They should approve the short, medium, and long-term strategy, but who develops it must be management. Okay, so previously the board would actually be developing the strategy. Now management must formulate and develop the strategy, and the board will approve it. And they must approve any policies that management has developed. Okay, so board is responsible for it though, guys. So if there's a problem with the strategy that they have approved, they are going to be held accountable. If there is a strategy that has not been approved, but their business is working towards that strategy, the board is going to be held responsible because there must be a strategy that they're working towards, and they were supposed to approve that. So if they didn't approve it, there should have been some sort of communication as to what was wrong with it, how to fix it, so that there is an approved strategy going forward. Okay, and something that was very similar to what was included in the previous king is that they must maintain alertness of the solvency and liquidity status and going concern of a company. So in the Companies Act, we say there is the solvency and liquidity test, and they should be monitoring solvency and liquidity. And certain decisions require solvency and liquidity post the decision. King is saying constantly monitor this. So guys, in a question where you can see that they are not liquid and solvent, you can put down the fact that they are not monitoring according to King's requirements. So straight away, if you get a statement of financial position, quickly go and do liquidity and solvency testing, and then come back with there's a problem with their compliance with King, as well as potentially the Company Act issues that arise with it. And point 5 is the fact that they need to have specific reports. I've gone and said the actual name of the report, which is that integrated report. And that integrated report doesn't only just deal with their financials. It deals with their sustainability, deals with their social and ethics, responsibilities and requirements. It deals with their environmental requirements. Okay, King doesn't go into too much more detail about an integrated report like it used to. So you just need to be aware, thinking from an accounting perspective, what needs to be included in that integrated report. Okay, the governing body should approve management's determination of the accounting framework. So management are allowed to determine which framework the company is going to use, IFRS, US GAAP, whatever the case is, but the governing body have to approve it. So again, if they're using the wrong reporting framework, not management that's going to be held accountable, it's the governing body. They oversee the integrated report, is issued annually, but they don't have to complete the integrated report. But they must make sure that it's done and that it's been issued. And they must make sure the following is published and issued to their stakeholders. The King for corporate governance disclosure. So we discussed that previously, how the principles need to be noted and then how they are applying those principles, integrated reports, and the annual financial statements. Okay, so let's quickly look at 4 and 5. So here's principle 4, all about the strategy. Governing body is responsible for this strategy, but it's only about the approvement of that strategy. The formulation and development is with management. Okay, short, medium, and long term, so they've asked you to break it up. Don't just have a strategy. Management will also then develop operational plans that need to be approved by the board of directors. And general oversight, however, remains with the governing body. There must be alert to the going concern and solvency and liquidity. So that's your principle 4, and principle 5 dealing with the reports is just that governing body approves management's reporting framework. They oversee that reports are issued that need to be issued annually, specifically the integrated report. Okay, and then they can say, which can either be on its own or can be included with the financials and whatever else. And the governing body must make sure the following are published for their stakeholders or accessible for their stakeholders: that King disclosure, integrated reports, and the financial statements.